Good evening, all, and welcome to our my first broadcast live for the announcements of the winners of the Useless Challenge. And the winner is. Let's begin with introducing our panel of judges here, and we'll begin with Chad from Mancrafting. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, you can find me pretty much anywhere on the internet under Mancrafting. That's about it.
And Drew?
Same thing. You can find me anywhere for Ox in the Shop, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, just about everywhere.
Jamie?
You can find me on the Makers International podcast. You can find me at JP Woodwork on YouTube and JP_Woodwork on Twitter and Instagram.
And last but not least, Mr. Merzke.
Hey, Mike here from Merzke Custom Woodworking. You can find all of the links to all my social medias over at my website, MerzkeCustomWoodworking.com.
Excellent. And thank you all for joining us. First, let me begin with showing you all a little 2-minute snippet video of the 13 entries. I recommend you going to the actual links that are attached in the description to enjoy the videos, because most of them are pretty darn funny. And here we go.
The Wood Stove by Dan Scott. The Wood Chisel by Dylan's DIY Workshop. The Wood Fireplace Poker by Mr. Toolhunter. The Wood Barbecue by McGinn's Woodshop. The Wooden Xray Safety Glasses by Polly Wants a Crafter. The 4 Elemental Wands by Dominic Bender. The Wood Acorn by Dylan's DIY Workshop. The Wooden Finger by John Fisher. The Not Jimmy DiResta Wooden Ice Pick by Kaged Creations. The Wooden Glue Syringe by Jeff Robinson. Around Tuit by Craig Blanchard. A Wooden Doorbell by Arthur Day. And finally, the Wooden Feather Duster by TechEdFireman.
There we go, and those are the entries. And any of you gentlemen have anything to say before I start announcing the winners?
We had a lot of good entries. I was pretty impressed with the ingenuity of people trying to take something that might normally be useful and turning it into something completely useless.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'll share my thoughts and opinions since I'm unofficially involved in the judging. I pulled myself out of the judging, obviously, but I was very impressed with a few of them. The Wooden Chisel, Dylan's, it's just so incredibly artistic. I mean, you could swear that's a real chisel if you didn't know if it was made out of wood and ebony. And also the wood stove. When I first saw that video, I just lost it. I absolutely lost it. First, I'm looking at a table. I'm going, what in the world is he doing? And he's got a bunch of holes and stuff. And then when he puts that chimney on it, I just and McGinn.
We got a guest judge.
Jason, there's Izzy. Izzy, welcome. A guest judge. Well, we already have the winners, but definitely I want your input, Mr. Izzy on the via iPhone.
There we go. He's live.
What a trip. Anyway, yeah, Jason's burning of the barbecue was fantastic, and I really I'm glad he used that fire retardant paint. But, let's go ahead and get to the winners here. In third place, actually, we have a tie for third place. So I'm going to go ahead and award 2 useless fidget spinners to the third place winners, which would be, well, speaking of Jason McGinn's barbecue, and tied with Jerry Brown's Xray sunglasses. Sorry, Xray safety glasses. And I really love those safety glasses, Jerry. It protects you from flying fingers. The second place is going to be awarded to, of course, Dylan from Dylan's DIY workshop for the chisel. And first place goes to Chad Grosklags from Mancrafting. Chad, how many times did you vote?
I didn't even enter.
Oh, I voted for you too.
I'll fix that.
He can't win anyway. He's on the panel. He's disqualified.
That's right. You are ineligible, Chad. I'm sorry. We'll have to give that lathe to somebody else. Being that the lathe is not the first prize, anyone else can forget it too. And number 1, keep you guys in suspense long enough. It's the feather duster. Congratulations, Nick. The wooden feather duster is the most completely almost useless item in our challenge with TechEdFireman, Nick from TechEdFireman. So congratulations to all the winners. And well, before we leave, let me tell you, I forgot to tell you where you could find me, but you can find me here on YouTube. I give a business tip every Friday. Look for my Hoarding to Boarding series, and that's pretty much it. So anyone, last closing words, anyone? Gentlemen?
Well, we're going to do a quick Q&A if anyone's got any
Yeah, that's right. Let's would anybody like to ask any questions of the panel or myself regarding just about anything?
I've got the YouTube open, so I've got an eye on it.
Ah, perfect. I've got
So
my
you just got to wait.
charge there. Yep.
There's a slight delay.
Yep.
I'd like to just say, congrats to everybody that entered. I had a blast judging this competition, and I will say, it was tough. There was a lot of really good entries. I laughed out loud quite a few times. I even pulled my wife and had her help me with the judging. I mean, it was some good entries. So congrats to everyone. Congrats to the winners.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. It was a difficult challenge. In fact, that's why I bowed out of the judging. Took the easy way out.
It was a difficult challenge. That's why I didn't enter.
Yeah.
It's tough. Well, for next year, guys, just so you know, I will be again at the end of April of 2018, the second annual Useless Challenge. So think of something throughout the year. I mean, I've had some pretty ingenious ones come my way when suggestions of people that didn't quite make something, like for instance, Drew Oxford there had a wonderful idea of a wooden door. Make a beautiful framed door. Set it in the middle of your backyard. The door will open and go from your backyard to your backyard.
Useless.
It's the simple things, you know. And I suggested to him to reduce it to so only your head fits through the door to make it even more useless. But, you know, if you're a lathe turner, feel free to turn something like a useless bottle stopper. Just drill a hole right through the middle of it.
You could have a massive one for the size of Chad's ego.
I'll let him defend himself on that one.
He's picking on me in the chat room.
Chad, you have 30 seconds in which to rebut.
I'm telling you.
They were commenting on how many hats you've worn today on 2 different shows. I said a lot. He buys one every time he breaks something.
I see Becca out there. Becca, by the way, thanks for the Diet Coke shout out on your shop tour video.
I'll second that. Being a Coke family. Oh, hey, Javi.
Yeah.
I've third it since I've got a Coke magnet. And
Was that Chad?
Javi's coffee shop, right?
My coffee shop, and the full one, of course. Live for caffeine. Some people enjoy coffee. I figure this has 1/6 the amount of caffeine, so I can drink 6 times as much.
Well, you know, if you're going to drink some coffee, you know, go for it.
Where is my mug? Hey, Mark's not with me today.
Out of this.
Somebody took my my mug from here that I normally have.
Don't blame me.
My Mark Lindsay mug.
Jamie's online.
And that's right. Jamie's online. That's probably what happened to it.
Anything else?
Well, I guess that'll about do it. Well, guys, have a wonderful day. Unless you, yep. I don't see any questions out there, so I hope you enjoyed the show and give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and watch all our channels if you haven't subscribed. And if you have subscribed, well, spread the word for goodness sake. I mean, come on. You know, Chad could use the subscribers.
I could.
Later all, have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, Javi.
You guys.
Take it easy, everybody.